so we are going to continue to talk about love and romance. And if you didn't have a chance to watch the first video blog that we posted, we talked about that we all have a romantic language. Yeah, actually the word romance means express your love to somebody. But when I moved from Brazil to Fargo, North Dakota, and I married a North Dakota man, I was, my idea of romance was receiving flowers and, candle lights and surprise dinner, and then my husband wasn't doing that, and I was feeling that he didn't love me. Finally, I told him, I said, "You don't love me." He said, "Of course I do. I take the garbage out. I fix the roof." So that time I didn't get it, but when we started going to therapy, and actually, let me tell you something, I received emails from women after our first blog, and I met a woman on the street and she said, "Chris, you mentioned that you do like couples therapy, don't tell to anybody, but guys, don't be ashamed of looking for help. If you think that you need some help in your relationship, it's okay to say, hey, I need somebody to translate our relationship here, because I speak one language and you speak another language, and that's a blessing. If for you divorce is not an option, put unhappiness is not an option either, okay? So I finally started understanding, and now my husband and I, we have a lot to learn, but we are in a place now that once in a while he speaks my language. He brings me flour, and when I see him take the garbage out, I'm like, wow, look at him. He's taking the garbage out. Brrr. I can see some romance there. Not just that he's a guy fixing the roof or something. So one thing that I mentioned in our first blog was that if you want to create a passionate relationship with your husband or your partner, you need to change criticism to curiosity. Be curious about, not have those rules and laws like this is right, this is wrong, good girls don't do that, bad boys don't do that, and all the things that gotta be you and your partner in an honest conversation. Tell how you function, what makes your heart beat. And I noticed after our last blog, people calling me, emailing me, talking about this here on the wall. Actually, my next guest that is coming today, he called me. He was so critical of this wall that he was like, "I can't believe it, your husband didn't fix." And I told him, well, perfect, guys. Do you think we didn't know about this? I'm a psychotherapist, and this is like an expensive production company, right? We know what we are doing here. We knew that this wall was like this, but we want to see your level of criticism. If you couldn't even pay attention to what I was saying and was noticing here, maybe you do the same in your relationship. Yeah, maybe you are like your husband doing everything for you and you still are critical about the little thing that he's not doing. So what I love about my next guest calling me and complaining about the wall is because he's the perfect person to interview and talk about romance, because he's like a celebrity. Let's say he's like a voice of a guy's guy. Which human being in the world write in his bio, "I have a man cave"? He did it. That's exactly what we are gonna do. I'm gonna invite this amazing personality, the radio host that came in here today to talk about romance and help us women understand how can we talk with our husbands and partners if you really want to create a passionate relationship. And the best part is, because he's a guy's guy, he's gonna fix the wall that he was so critical about it. So let's put our hands together, which means 3 people here, for Jay Thomas! I know, I'm a frustrated TV host that didn't make it, so it's kind of, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Can you fix that for us? You can, okay. Why you don't do later?
This is a quick, no, I'm gonna fix it right now because I can't sit here and look at this.
Okay, thank you. See?
That's good enough till your maintenance guys get up here and do it properly.
Okay.
But this is like the North Dakota way of doing things.
Oh, he's being romantic. That's a North Dakota way to be romantic.
There we go.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Should we take this so people don't focus in that, the criticism part? So Jay, are you romantic?
I think I am a little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit.
What is your language of romance? Like, how do you express love to your wife?
Doing things around the house. I was born and raised that you fix the house up, or you do these repairs, or once in a while go out and get her something nice. To me, that's romance. I'm not a guy that you know, says, I love you a lot. I'm not, here's flowers all the time. I'm not hanging. It's just, to me, that I look at that as a weak guy.
A what?
A weak guy.
Weak guy.
You're showing your vulnerabilities.
So if you give flowers to your wife, means that you are weak.
No, I mean, if you do it once in a while, but all the time.
You are a weak guy.
If you do it all the
that's
time.
Were you raised like this?
Yeah, that's
Tell
how
me more, because my husband is a North Dakotan guy. Do you think this is a North Dakota thing, or this is like, I have a woman from Brazil that he's watching the blog. He watched the first one, and she says it's helping her because she started dating an American guy. So be careful, you're representing an American
Sorry,
man.
guys.
Yeah, it's true. Like when I go
or thank me later.
I know, but when I go to Brazil, you know, my friends, they start, you know, some that have a relationship with American guys, they ask me, tell me, Chris, how is an American man? So whatever I say about my husband, they believe I'm talking about all Americans, so be careful. So, do you think is this like a Middle West thing, or this is an American thing? That's how you were raised.
I think it's a Midwest. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I've lived in other parts of the country. I just think it's a Midwest upbringing that, in the upper Midwest, you have a real strong work ethic. You are raised to, you know, you're the man. You need to take care of the lady in your life. And for us guys, that's like going out shoveling the snow, making sure we got a nice yard, or the grass is mowed, or the garbage is out, or you know, or like this morning, we had some electrical issues in the house, and I'm getting ready, and I'm on the phone making phone calls to get the problem solved because it's something I can't fix. And I thought, you know, to me, that's making sure that she's safe, that the house is safe. You know, to me, that's
women,
romance.
that's beautiful. A lot of women, when they come to my retreat diva dance, they complain that, you know, a lot of them actually, I don't have romance, but their language of romance is kind of similar to mine. You know, they watch American movies.
That's the problem right there.
Why do you think so?
Because it's Hollywood. And I think people see these Hollywood movies or these television shows, and they think that's real life. That's not real life. That's scripted life. That's not how real life works. I mean, I take Alex. We go to dinner once a week. We've got a thing now where we go out once a week, and she likes to call it a date. She makes a big deal. I say we're just going to have something to eat. But that's our time together. You know, I just don't believe that what you see on TV is real, or that can even that you can even live that life.
Okay, but whatever influence we receive, we expect, like I said, some women expect, you know, like you just share that your wife is not just going out for dinner, is a date, which means for her is special. So that's the way that a lot of us women feel love. So I have women that say, I would love my husband to bring me flowers once in a while. And I think what is wrong is us women don't appreciate the other part and see as a language of romance. That's where I was before. My husband was doing everything around the house, and I'm like, he doesn't love me, he's not romantic. And then I understood, like you were saying, that's the way that he was raised. Yep. That's the way that he, decided to express love and learn how to express love. But the thing is, that time when I was trying to express my language of love, many times I got that quote that you told me on the phone, I'm a guy. I'm like, baby, once in a while, can you take me out for dinner, surprise? I don't do this. I'm a guy. I want to understand what is behind this I'm a guy. Because sometimes come to me like means I don't want to step up to the plate and learn something new. That's what I'm a guy sometimes means for me. Okay. What I'm a guy means. And how a woman, let's say, maybe we can go to the next video blog because we don't have a lot of time. But my question to you is, imagine that a woman is watching us right now, just like me years ago. And she started appreciating the romance that her North Dakota American man is bringing to her life. He's fixing the house, but she wants that little extra, that little language that she learned that, take me out, hire the babysitter, surprise me once in a while. How can she talk to you guys? Because sometimes I felt in my relationship that my husband was defensive right away. Oh, you don't appreciate me? I'm a guy. So tell me, how can a woman break that, let's say the defensive wall and make you guys understand that it's okay sometimes to express in different ways?
I think when us guys, and I think you guys will all agree, when we're out there doing the yard work or fixing a house, and you're not coming to say, I need this fixed, I need this fixed. You just see us out there doing it. realize we're doing that out of love. Instead of taking our time to go hang out with our buddies at the bar, at the races, or a football game, we're doing this at the house on our own. And just tell us once in a while, you know, I really appreciate it, or it looks nice. And then we'll feel appreciated. So when you come to us and say, well, I'd like to go out to dinner, I'd like to go to a movie, it's like, you know, I can do that because she appreciates what I do. I think it goes both ways.
I got it. So sometimes you feel that if we don't appreciate the other part, when we ask that what for you would be an extra, means that you're not doing good enough. That's sometimes how you feel?
Yeah, like it's expected of us. I think that we feel like, you know, well, they just, you know, our wife or our girlfriend, they think that this is what we're supposed to do. You know, just, well, I really like what you did, or thank you for doing that, or you know, just some kind of appreciation. Not every time, you know, we don't want it all. At least I don't want it all the time. And that will make us, when you ask us for something, we're going to go, you know what? She took the time to say, I appreciate what you did. I like what you did, or I love that. It's easier for us to swallow and go, you know what? You know, I don't have a problem taking her out. Or you know, we might remember that, even be in a store or something, see flowers, go, you know, she was really happy with what I did. She came out. I'm going to get her some flowers.
Wow. You know what, girls? I don't know if you know
or
that.
get tattoos on your arm or your girlfriend's name. That works too.
Wow. You know what? What he shared was wonderful. And one thing that I learned in my research, and you can tell me that if I'm wrong, that men, believe it or not, I know there are a lot of women maybe are hurt right now. They want us happy. They want to make us happy. And when a woman is really crabby and complaining and unhappy, turn a man off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So do you know what? I love what he said, but I want to hear from his partner what she thinks about him and the expectation that she has there. Who knows if he's fulfilling or not. So thank you so much. And next week, Thursday, every Thursday, you can see, as She Says TV, our blog, Happy Body Hot Life. Thank you.